People, welcome back to Politics Watch. This is Sir P. Now, as the PNP presidential race starts to get down to its last legs, we're starting to see all the people come out and declare which side they might take. Right? But in the start, we were hearing about this guy and this politician is backing Bunting, this politician is backing Phillips. But what we were not hearing or seeing is what about the major sponsors and donors in the PNP? Which side are they taking? Right? And not only that, the people who have a more infamous reputation, who do they want to be the leader of the PNP? Because that in itself is another message, right? But we have now seen that two of the PNP heavyweight supporters, right? Two men who most of Jamaica, unless you're in your early teens, know all about their reputation, right? Two men who you would think no politician would want to be publicly standing beside, right? Have come out and are now on the campaign trail. Those two men are, of course, Kenneth Black, more popularly known as Skengdan, who you see on the left, right? And then on the right, that is none other than the Dan from the east, Danhai Williams. Both of these men are supporting Peter Phillips. Both of these men have thrown their weight behind Peter Phillips, and that is a lot of weight, right? As it relates to politics in Jamaica and sponsors and donors, these men are two would be considered heavyweight boxers. So the question people need to ask themselves is, why would Skengdan and Danhai Williams be backing Phillips over Bunting? After all, at this level, these men vote with their pockets. Who do I stand to benefit from the most? Right? Because at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. Most of these huge political supporters take any of these men, right, and pull them one side and ask them to break down political philosophies and all kind of things, and most of them wouldn't even know where to start. They back the various parties because of the party that they get rich with. When this party in power, them get these contracts, right? That's how a lot of these heavyweight people in Jamaica vote, based on their pockets, not based on philosophy. So when you see poor people that run up on them and talk about them as socialists and them as this and them as that, the heavyweight people in the party laugh at that nonsense. They vote with their pockets. They're all rich, okay? A bunch of rich people trying to protect their interests, disguised as socialists. But poor people still fall for it. And right away, I expect to see the dislike button blowing up because I know that line touched some people down to their soul, right? But it's the truth, right? None of these men are no socialists, right? They pick parties, these two in particular, pick the PNP, right? Because of them party they make the money with, and they prosper when those parties are in power, right? And the same thing happen for most of the heavyweight them in the JLP. When JLP in power, things better off with them, right? These people don't operate based on philosophies and socio-economic theories and concepts, right? They vote with their pockets. Poor people need to get that in them head, right? Who want vex, just vex. You already know what to do if your feelings are hurt, right? But I'm going to show you a video, right? And in that video, I'm going to show you how symbolic some of the messages are in that video. That video is full of pure heavyweights, right, in the PNP. Senior politicians, Lisa Anna was there, Philip Powell was there. But they were gathering right outside of one little I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody's property, but the property was not in great condition. And it's very symbolic because they chose that place to meet and gather, and the people who live in that yard love those politicians that cook food. Right? But you see the conditions they're living in. So it's very symbolic to me. A video of somebody who is not very well off throwing their unconditional support behind a bunch of super rich people, right, who are just trying to cling on to political power to further their interests. Watch the video. Okay, now, you see the man in the middle in the sunglasses that was just shaking people's hand and he's standing there smiling? That is Danhai Williams, right? That man right there leaning up against that bus, that is Skeng Dan, right? And I'm sure most of you can identify Lisa Hanna. Now look at the property. They're all gathered outside. Concrete block, a whole long zinc about to drop off. Right. That is the reflection of a lot of die-hearted political supporters in Jamaica. Enough people who say them bleed green and bleed orange. That is the condition some of their properties are in. However, the people who them swear their allegiance to are living in absolute paradise. Peter Phillips' house don't look like that. Lisa Hanna house don't look like that. I guarantee you Skeng Dan and Danhai Williams house don't look like that. But this is not about trying to belittle people or anything. This is about showing you the mindset that is still rampant in Jamaica. Right, there is Danhai waving his fist, die-hearted PNP to the end. Now, what they will tell you is, well, so what if Skeng Dan and Danhai are standing next to Peter Phillips? So what? They are so bold with the fact that they support this party. There's nothing wrong with that. They have a right to show their support to any party they feel like. That's what they'll tell you. And Danhai and Skeng Dan lawyers would also tell you, if they could speak to this channel and my subscribers, their lawyers will tell you, well, my client has not been found guilty of anything in a court of law. So, therefore, the only thing you have are just a bunch of rumors. Right? Just a bunch of rumors, as Gregory Isaac said. However, what these politicians fail to realize is that the public are watching. And the days when you could just hide behind lawyer speak and hide behind libel laws, right, and go, well, he hasn't been found guilty of anything, those days are fading away. And people are standing and watching politicians in 2019 stand next to men with very, very controversial backgrounds. Right. So Peter Bunting, the odds are against you. The fact that Danhai and Skeng Dan together are supporting Peter Phillips, the odds are definitely against Bunting. Because those men hold considerable power inside the PNP, even though they are not politicians themselves. Their word and their support means a lot. When certain comrades see Skeng Dan and Danhai stand up next to Peter Phillips, it empowers Peter Phillips. When in reality, it should lower Peter Phillips' chance of winning. You see, Jamaica was a country that was built or run on any sort of values. People would see these two men stand up next to one of the candidates, and that should turn them off from that candidate. Because they should go, well, why would these two men, who we all know about, want to support you? That should ring alarm bells, but not in Jamaica. In Jamaica, it has the opposite effect. It empowers that candidate. While the two big Dan them, I support Phillips. Well, Phillips me I vote for. That's just the reality of the situation, people. Right? The more things change, the more they stay the same. Anyway, September the 7th is getting close. At the moment, as it stands right now, Peter Phillips is still considered favourite to retain the leadership of the PNP. But, that's a serious but. That can change on the day. But what I want to know is, if Bunting was to pull off a surprise victory, what would that mean for people like Skengden and Danai? Would they then just switch back over to Bunting's side? And say, oh, Bunting, yeah, no man, a politics man, I saw them thing I go man, here's a check. Would Bunting accept it? Would Bunting say, alright, I saw them thing I go, let's link up back comrades? Who knows? Let's watch and see how it play out now. September 7th is getting close. Shall be very interesting. People, stay safe. Patreon squad, big up on yourself. Please like, comment and share the video. Bless.